Hello and welcome to Prudent Media. My name is Sachin Chatte and on this program we take a look at the latest releases. This week there are two much awaited films, Amir Khan's Laal Singh Chaddha and Akshay Kumar's Raksha Bandhan. First, let's take a look at Laal Singh Chaddha. Whether we really needed a remake of Robert Zemeckis' Forrest Gump, which was released back in 1994, now that is questionable. But now that it's done and it's out there, it has turned out to be a sincere and commendable adaptation. That Tom Hanks film swept the Oscars with Best Picture, Best Director, Best Screenplay, Best Actor, among others. The Indian adaptation sticks to the core of the story and smartly inserts real-life incidents, starting with the emergency, then the 1983 World Cup victory, Operation Blue Star, Mandal agitation, Kargil war, up to the 26/11 Mumbai attacks and the Ab Ki Baar Modi Sarkar slogan to Swachh Bharat. All the historical events are seamlessly portrayed in the screenplay by Atul Kulkarni. The effort and earnestness gone into making the film are there to see. Director Advait Chandan showed us that he knows how to press the right emotional buttons with Secret Superstars about 5 years ago. Now with Laal Singh Chaddha, it is a combination of intelligence and emotion. Laal Singh Chaddha opens exactly like the Tom Hanks film did, with a white feather floating around, which is followed by the adaptation of one of the most famous lines from Forrest Gump. Mama said, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get." Now in Hindi, it becomes, "माँ कहती थी, जिंदगी गोलगप्पे की तरह होती है, पेट भर जाए, लेकिन मन नहीं भरता." Now it sounded very outrageous when a friend sent it to me first on WhatsApp, but in the film it is kind of cute as we are introduced to Laal Singh, played by Amir Khan, who is travelling in the sleeper compartment of a train and narrates his story with flashbacks. As a young kid, played wonderfully by Ahmed Ibn Umar, he was slow to learn, a simpleton as well, and kind at heart, who grew up in the shadow of his mother. His classmate is Rupa, who is his best buddy, and instantly he dreams of marrying her. Now the song Turn Turn Turn, which featured in Forrest Gump by the Byrds, played loud and clear in my head, especially when the two kids were sitting on the tree in one of the most nostalgic moments in the film. Coming from a family that had a tradition of serving in the army, he also joins it. Bala, played wonderfully by Naga Chaitanya, becomes his best friend and they even fight in the Kargil war. Their exchanges about starting a chaddi banyan business are quite funny and virtually no conversation is bereft of a mention of the innerwear. During the conflict, Laal Singh saves Muhammad, played by Manav Vij, who belongs to the enemy camp. And that track about their partnership is a weaker link in the film which prolongs for some time. If Gump met Kennedy and Nixon, Lal gets a medal from the former president K.R. Narayanan for his exploits in Kargil. Rupa, meanwhile, played by Kareena Kapoor, is an ambitious woman who wants to become an actress but gets sucked into shady dealings similar to the Abu Salem and Monica Bedi story. Indulging in politics and cinema is a two-edged sword, and Laal Singh Chaddha steers clear of making statements or taking a stand, and for a good reason. The film is seen through the eyes of the protagonist and all he sees is events unfold in front of him. He is the epitome of a good person who is caught in an evil world. Whenever riots break out, and there are a bunch of them, starting with the 1984 riots, his mama tells him to stay indoors because there is malaria outside, and innocently he follows her instructions. There are other clever integrations as well. If Elvis met Forrest Gump and learned a thing or two, Laal Singh teaches a present-day superstar his signature pose. The other triumph of the screenplay is the manner in which the protagonist and the characters are written. Even though the film clocks 165 minutes, you stay with Laal Singh till the end, even though you get restless a couple of times, especially when a song pops up. This film is about 23 minutes longer than the original one, and for no good reason. A little bit of trimming would have helped. Pritam's music has a couple of hummable tunes, and it is not often these days you see that songs that come in naturally with the flow of the film. The cast is in fine fettle. Amir Khan as the present-day Laal Singh is more endearing. In the younger version, he is more of the Amir Khan that we have seen before many times. The supporting cast is apt, with Naga Chaitanya and Manav Vij, while the ladies, Mona Singh, who plays his mother, and Kareena Kapoor are on the money. All said and seen, Laal Singh Chaddha has its heart in the right place, and to a large degree that helps. I'm going to go with 3 out of 5 stars for Laal Singh Chaddha. The other release of the week is Akshay Kumar's Raksha Bandhan. One of the banes of Hindi cinema is the length of a film, which is more often than not excessively long. Hence, it was very refreshing to know that a movie with a mainstream star is under 2 hours. But alas, that joy was short-lived. Even at 110 minutes, Raksha Bandhan, directed by Anand L. Rai, is an utterly regressive film that gives you a harrowing time at the cinemas. You wonder if you're stuck in the 70s and 80s when films dealt with social ills like dowry. In fact, Dulha Bikhta Hai, the 1982 film, had a somewhat similar storyline with Raj Babbar and Anita Raj in it. Raksha Bandhan is as fresh as a packet of curd left in the open for a week. In the opening credits, there is a thank you note to the Badjatyas for keeping alive Indian traditions and family values in Hindi cinema. In the eyes of this film, the Indian tradition and family values are basically about getting the girls married off like disposable commodities. Akshay Kumar plays Lala, the brother of 4 sisters, or is it 3? No, I'm sure it's 4 actually. Now, he had given a vachan, a promise to his dying mother that till he doesn't get all his sisters married, he won't tie the knot himself. It's a big promise which has his love life in shambles. Sapna, played by Bhumi Pednekar, is his childhood sweetheart who has been waiting for eternity to marry him, but Maa ko diya hua vachan comes into play. Now, Lala runs a Golgappe ki dukaan at Chandni Chowk in Delhi, and credit goes to the production and set design team for making it actually look like Chandni Chowk. Now, if a pregnant lady eats the Golgappas at his shop, then a male child is guaranteed. Really, I kid you not. Even though pregnant women queue up at his shop, which obviously means good business, he doesn't have enough money to get even one of his 4 sisters married because there is no money to pay the dowry. The situation is so dire that eventually he has to sell one of his kidneys, and paying through the nose has a new meaning altogether. The eldest girl is Gayatri, played by Sadia Khatib. She's a smart, good-looking and fair. With the rest of the sisters, it is a relatively uphill task, or that's how he makes it to be. Now Durga's weight, Durga is played by Deepika Khanna, her weight is on the higher side, while Lakshmi, played by Smriti Shrikant, has complexion issues, or at least that's what the brother thinks. The women are comfortable in their skin, but the brother thinks that they need to be fixed or else they won't find a groom. That leaves the younger sister who loves Sunny Deol films. इसको सनी देओल से सनी लियोन बनाना पड़ेगा, says a matchmaker played by Seema Pahwa. Lala even shides an anti-dowry activist, and the tone of the film is stuck in the past. The finale is almost comic, unintentionally of course. It is as if the writers Himanshu Sharma and Kanika Dhillon had enough of the story, and halfway through they decided to end it in a jiffy. Now, agreed that there are millions of people out there with a patriarchal mindset, and Lala is one of them. But the resolution of the issue and the evolution of the girls happens in a quick montage in the end. Everyone is happy except the hapless viewer. Then there is the character of Sapna, the heroine. Now, in my living memory, I haven't seen a heroine cry so much. No matter what the scene is, she is crying. When she meets her lover, she cries. When she is separated from him, she cries. When there is a death, she cries. When she is getting married, she cries. When the wedding is called off, she cries. My sympathies were fully with Bhumi Pednekar for playing that role. To Akshay Kumar's credit, his sense of comic timing works perfectly well in some scenes. But the rest of this Raksha Bandhan is a big slog. I'm going to go with 1.5 stars for Akshay Kumar's Raksha Bandhan. That's what I thought of the films that were released this week. Let us know what you think. Do write into us. Our address is features@prudentmedia.in. And I'll be back with you next week with more movie reviews. Till then, it's adios from me.